Me Anna di really ke tsa hae di a sebetsa. Ha o ka utlwa mafatshe a mang bo Canada bo kae ba rapela me Anna o ba etsetsa mohlolo. Ba etsetsa mohlolo because ntho e batlang wa ithola wa kula wa fola ngwana ona hlahe a sa tsebe ho bua a sa bone ila ha utlwa lebitso la Anna mahlo a bule o kgona le ho bua. So me Anna wa phila me Anna o motle me Anna o re etseditse mehlolo ka hare mahlo a rona.
Oho Anna ya halalelang ya molemo Mamaria Moverigo kajeno ke kena kopanong e kgethetsweng wena. Ke o kgetha hore o be moelli wa ka, sesupiso sa ka le mothusi wa ka. Ka mehla ke tla leka ho rata, ke ho etsise ka bophelo bo kgabane, ka bosebeletsi le ka thabo. Ke o rapela ka pelo ya ka yohle, hore o nkamohele ke le moradi wa hao, mme o nsireletse ka mehla. O nkopele neo ya ho rata Modimo ka pelo ya ka yohle, le moha Yesu jwalo ka ha ke ithata. E le hore ke se etse sebe bophelong ba ka. Nthuse ho hola kgalalelong, mmoho le lelapa lohle la ka. O nthapelle ho Modimo hore ke be mosadi le mmabana ya lokileng, setho se tshepahalang sa kopano le kereke.
Ekungeneni kwami emshadweni ngathatha isikhathi ukuthola abantwana and ngibathola ngibambe yazi izinto zikaNkulunkulu. So angifunda ihistory ka-Anna thengos nomama nomefana nami. Ngoba nami ekhaya uzozwa abantu abadala bekhuluma bevakashela umamazala wami kuzothiwa hapho makoda kaka. You know makoda kaka. Hayi ngathi ngiyamthanda lo mama. Ungathi ngizomlandela.
Ka motsotso wa lefu la ka, eba haufi le nna o na le mangeloi le bahalaledi, mme le mphelehetse ho ya fihla ho ntata rona ya mahodimong. Amen.
Welcome to My Sodality, My Pride, only on Radio Veritas TV, and I am your host, Kensani Gija. My Sodality, My Pride is a program where we really get to the nitty-gritties, the behind the scenes of the different sodalities that we have in the Catholic Church. And today we are focusing on the Saint Anne Sodality. The theme that we are covering is the role of the Saint Anne in the Catholic Church. Roles. We're talking about roles. We're talking about the Catholic Church. We're all going to find out after the break. But before that, I just want to let you know of our special guest that we will be having. I mean, powerhouses in the house, powerhouses in the building, in the show, in the episode. Of course, we do have Ms. Sibongile, Shibambo, and Morley, and they're both in the finance committee. Of course, 10 and members of the Saint Anne Sodality in the Archdiocese of Johannesburg. And then don't forget to click subscribe and comment on our channel. But before that, let me give you a short break so that you can be able to do that just before we get to the meat of the episode. See you after the break.
In a world where imagination knows no bounds, where a house is more than just a home, but a space of escape and relaxation, there exists a visionary named Soul Tabby Creations. Soul Tabby Creations is not just interior decorating and construction. They are a manifestation of your aspiration and dreams. With every piece, it ignites a spark of imagination in the hearts of those who live and experience their spaces. We personalize in creating spaces that reflect your style and taste, where creativity meets craftsmanship, making dreams come true, one room at a time. Discover the joy of being in a space created just for you. If you have the time, we have the quality.
Welcome back from the break. I hope you did subscribe on our channel. Of course, please, yes you did. Yes you did. Anyway, yes, like I said before, this is Saint Anne Sodality coverage, and the theme is the roles of the Saint Anne in the church. Like I said, we have roles. they have roles. We see them, and then we are here to find out what exactly are the roles and what do they stand for, you know. So, of course, we have two different guests, our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful St. Anne beautiful members, and we do have Morley and Shibambo. Ahe anaya khabani.
Sisupiso sabo mabana.
Mebatong. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for coming. Thank you for honoring the invitation. I'm honored to have a conversation with you, you know. Welcome to Radio Veritas TV. Welcome to my Sodality, my pride. Like we said, the role of the Saint Anne Sodality in the church is the theme of the episode. But before we get there, I really need to know who is Shibambo, who is Morley, you know, before we get to the nitty-gritties and having to get in depth about these roles, because I mean, you guys are noble women, noble ladies of the St. Anne. Me, I admire you. That one I must say. I must say. So, you know, please, just a bit introduction of how you joined the St. Anne, when and why.
Thank you, Mewaka. Rona ribitsana bomme. Even if you are a young female. Obane, we are preparing you for the future. For in future, you become one of us.
Yes.
Mara kopano kopano ya bomme ba nyetsi. That is our admission line. Fane ukuthi ko uma moshadile. Ngoba awuma moshadile. Uyazimisela ngempilo yakho. Uyakhuzeka unamahloni. Lezo zinto uzithola ngokukhula. Awungene emshadweni sithatha ngokuthi sowukhulile ngazo zonke indlela. Ngoba lapha emshadweni kufanele ukuthi uhloniphe. So nasebandleni sicela leyo nhlonipho. Nasemphakathini lo uphila kuwo sicela leyo nhlonipho. And why sithi sicela inhlonipho ngoba uyisibane thina kwaana sihlala siphethe amakhandlela ethu noma siyaphi ngoba siqala sithandaza sikhanyisa ikhandlela ngoba siyibane. Awuphethe isibane lapho uhamba khona ubumnyama abukho. So mina ngangena kulo mhlangano ngo-1993. Namhlanje njengoba sikhuluma ngina 30 years. Anna, and I've never looked back. And ni enjoye le journey ngendlela ongayazi. Ngoba angiqala mina ngangena ngaphansi kwa Father Stanley Tebele ongasekho sowashona. Kwakuyi spiritual advisor sethu based eSt Pius eMfulu. Umphathi wama-ana kwiJohannesburg Diocese. Ngingena kanjani ngilingana nawe ngincane ngi-excited ngibona izinto ezinhle nasesontweni ngibona kuyasetshenzwa nasesontweni. UFather Stanley bene-approach enhle esontweni yokusibamba. By then sibancane. Bethi, any skill that you have and can share with the church, bring it here. Ungahlakanipheli ukwenza izinto ngaphandle. Italenta onalo lisebenzise esontweni. uNkulunkulu uzolikhulisa. So hayi ngangisebenza ke ngi-excited nami. Ngabona ngathi okay ngalincedisa isonto. Ngalezo insuku bekunganabo secretary esontweni. Bekungananix yesiya nje phambili. So akwenzeka izinto thanda ukubhala. Ufather bathi ngifuna ama-volunteer in any of our committees in the church. Sasithanda ubamba ama-workshop senze zonke izinto. Ngadayi mina ngizongena Father ngizobona phambili. But I think nami ngizothola something kimi, nami ngizothola something esontweni. uBishop wayesaphila ngaleso sikhathi. Wayethanda ukwenza ama workshop. Angakakumi ana ne. ngisa-observe ukuthi ama-ana enzani. So ngihambe nabo uBishop Osmond ayinama-workshop. Ibhale ukuthi kuthiwani, ngibhale. Ngibuye esontweni akuyi-PPC, ngireport. So uyayazi-ke ngincane izothi ubhorekile la. Iy'ntanga zakhe zenza izinto ey'ngcono phandle. Yini kona lokho njalo uyobhala. Hayi isikhathi asiqhubeka ngabona ukuthi ngiyawuthanda lo mhlangano. Kukhona omunye umama wayehlala emfulo ngase-Crossroad, umama Pheki Manyana. Ababona labo mama bahle, abame kahle, ama-dark beauty. Umama Pheki bethi ayingena esontweni nenefa lisemnandi. Ethi ayingena ngeculo, yo. And wayethanda u-Ana ocwebile. Angithi mina ngakayazi imanual yama-St. Anne. Angazi nokuthi leli culo lisencwadini ama-St. Anne. Angene nje athi ayisecula kusiwe iy'phiwo zama-Ana, uzoqala ngokuthi wena themba lethu. Ngizwe leyo line, ngizwe ingithinta. Ngoba nami ngangisesemusha emshadweni. Ngizwe la line ingithinta because ekungeneni kwami emshadweni ngathatha isikhathi ukuthola abantwana. And bengibathola ngibambe yazi izinto zikaNkulunkulu. Umntana angaphili nani kwenzeke zonke lezo zinto. So angifunda ihistory ka-Ana, ngizwe ukuthi okay umama lo ababethi akathola abantwana, owayethuka, but kukho konke lokho esontweni adeya ame ngaphandle etempeleni. Abangenayo bamhleke, bamthuke, bambize ngazo zonke izinto. Ngathi ngosilo mama lo befana nami. Ngoba nami ekhaya uzozwa abantu abadala bekhuluma bevakashela umamazala wami kusothiwa umakoti kaka. You know, umakoti kaka. So uma ngabe ukuthi kusho ukuthini lokho. Mina ngize ngibuza ubaba sekhaya ukuthi why laba concerned yabona. Hayi ngathi ngiyamthanda lo mama, ungathi ngizomlandela. Ngangena ngamlandela. Ngathola impilo kaMama anifana nempilo yami. Njengoba ngathola kodwa ukuthi i-perseverance yakhe ngiyayithanda ngoba isikhathi esiningi adenza angakhulumi. Even nezenzo ezinhle elibelethuka lapha ngaphandle methempeleni ngaphandle wayebenzela abantu konke nakho akushare ne-community yakhe. Ngathi okay maybe nami ngilandela la inyaweni zika-Ana kodwa ngiyayithanda lento. Ngangena kanjalo ke. Emva kwalokho ikhundla eziningi zasesontweni ngingenile kuzo. Ngiyathanda nje ukusebenzela umphakathi wami webandla because ngikhule ngosebenzela kakhulu umndeni wasekhaya. Umama wami kwakuyilo muntu lo akwenzekani emndenini ngoba ngi-first born ngidonsa ngesandla uhamba nami. Ngifuna ubona ukuthi kwenziwani. Angasekho la usale wenza kanje. At the same time kunjalo uma yena bekuyinhliziyo for a very long time until I shot. But umama wakhe bekuyinhliziyo Ana. Enadala iqala babe inhliziyo Ana abogogo. Ngaphakathi sembatho sabo besiphepha ngaphandle si-red or white. But i-ribbon yabo yayi-red. So babebizwa inhliziyo Ana. So angithi kumama mina ngizongena ama-Ana athi ngoba ngathi isitori sika-Ana sifana nempilo yami manje ngoba from start to finish ifana nje nempilo yami. Wathula kazange angitshela until umamkhulu athi kimi uyazi lona ukuthi nje kusemhlanganeni ulandela umama wethu. Ngithi ngoba thina soyi-3 there are 3 girls kubomama. Soyi-3 siyinhliziyo kodwa umama kwakumi inhliziyo Ana. So ngaba kanjalo ke ku-Ana mina ngayikhethela ngoba ngibona impilo ka-Ana. Ngiyawuthanda umsebenzi wami esonto. Awungistress. Ngoba bheka ukuthi u-Ana inhlanhla engake yamvelela ukuthi egcineni wathola bani. Umama kabani u-Ana oyingcwele. Yabona. So ngiye ngithi nami ngelinye ilanga mhlambe but uNkulunkulu wangipha umntanami oyedwa uyaphila uyangiphilela nayo ithandela uNkulunkulu.
Wonderful.
Yabona, so isipho esihle ngangizombiza igama lakhe ngangithi uzoba unomthandazo bathiwa umakoti akazetheli so bamnika elinye igama ke bathi yena usurprise kodwa ngesishangane kwathiwa uhlamalani. Yimi bengeke kube uhlamalani because bengazi ukuthi akasiuhlamalani, ngimcelile ngimthandazele so nami ngiyamthola njengomama ani. But ke abantu abadala bathi awuzetheli umntwana ulalela bona. Ngavuka iphepha lakhona lila bengibambise lona ngiyothetha mina ngifuna igama lomntwana bathi igama lomntwana ngivula isandla libhalwe ngesishangane ibito langwana yihlamalani. So ngithi ngazini lento kanti ingane makusho ukuthi igama lomntwana uhlamalani. Yikho ke lokhu ungibona ngothanda ngenhliziyo yami yonke umhlangano kaAnna. Angaze ngiwe, angaze ngilandwe ekhaya, angaze ngidube noma ungifakaphi esontweni uthi ngenza ngiyaqhubeka.
Yes.
Yenza konke. So that is us.
Sure.
That's why ungibona ngi's so comfortable.
Yes.
Kulo mhlangano.
So I mean, you find resemblance to
Saint
Anne.
Anne. Hayi ngambona ngathi nami.
Yes.
Yimi
You
lo.
are Saint
Yeah,
Anne.
ngathi yimi lo.
Wonderful.
Ngathi
Mama.
yimi lo mama lo.
Yes.
Yimi lo. Ngingakazi nokuthi
Sure.
uphile kanjani but ngithi hayi ngathi yimi lo mama. And ngihappy ngikulo mhlangano.
Yes. Sure. Memory.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, when I look at Saint Anne members, I see Saint Anne. Ngibona abo mama abazothile, you know,
Yes.
humble, beautiful, down to earth, you know. And I still wonder how, you know, I'm young, I want Namgoga someday, you know. But I still wonder, where does it all begin? And I'd really like to hear your story of how it all began.
And my story is a little bit different than Umama Shibambo.
Yeah.
Mina, in my early marriage days, you know, marriage starts beautiful, but there comes a time when it becomes rocky. Bengihlala nomama wami, I had my mother in my home. So when things were going tough in the marriage, then I would go to my mother and sit in her bedroom, you complain, I say, hey mom, it has been going on like this and the other thing happened. And this and the other thing. So eventually Mama she was a St. Anne's. A St. Anne's member was Mount Carmel at Togoza. And I used to transport her. I did not belong to Togoza parish. I mean, I belonged to St. Paul, Eden Park. So then, my home name, Macy. Macy, la. Kena kulo mhlangano wabomama. Hey. Ngithi hayi. Wena ufuna ukungitshela nje ukuthi mina fanele ngibekezele ubunzima obungaka. Wena ukhuluma ngokubekezela. Hayi. Uthi yebo. So, ithi why? Uthi abomama bayakhulekelana besibathandazelana. Bonke beza nezindaba. Beza izinsizi zabo. Azibeke etafuleni siyathandazelana singomama. Manje mangembheka umama wami she's in almost 80s naye. Ngena kulo mhlangano loyo. Angibuye ngisheshele emuva. And at that stage again,
I was also working at the diocese. I worked under Bishop in the Chancery. Kusekhona Archbishop Osmond. Sebenza ngaphansi kwakhe. Naku ngizohlangana ngelinye ilanga noFather Stanley Tebele lona khuluma ngaye. Father Stanley Tebele uzongithola sengingenile emhlanganweni waka-Ana. Kodwa ngingakangeni kahle hle ngoba I was too busy running around in the diocese ngihamba ngenza ama-workshop. So I belonged to Mount Carmel, St. Anne's. Kodwa I was not attending fully kahle. Ngoba every time angikho ngihambile ngenza ama-workshop ngisemaperishini. Ngelinye ilanga uFather Stanley Tebele uyangi-approacha. Hayi, Mamoli, ufuna ukunika umsebenzi. Ufuna ukuthi ufike ngelanga elithile khona eSempires yini. Uzozenzela ama-Ana i-workshop. Oh, baba, yebo. Ukungena kwami ke lapho kakhulu ngagxila ke manje under the guidance and futhi uyangiguide. Uyangibona ukuthi angiyazi le ndaba, uyangiguide, uyangitshela ungibonisa zonke izinto so that I can do proper workshopping. Ngangena ke. And I loved it, although I hadn't time to experience it. Sengizoyi experience kahle the beauty and the joy of being a St. Anne's. Sengiqedile sengiphumele ku diocese. I worked 20 years lapha in the diocese. So I grew to love lo mhlangano ka-Ana. I found as I grew spiritually, I went deeper into it, and then banginika nomsebenzi manje. Ngaba president we-Northern region.
Yes.
That is where I began to understand ukuzithoba. The humility, more much I was guided by the manual of St. Anne, the life and the history of St. Anne. Ukuzithoba and my role as a president. I had a lot of experience in those first 3 years of being the president, and it was not easy. It was not easy. Ukubekezela, to persevere and to keep going. It was not easy. But mangifunda njengoba mamesho ukuthi it's possible. It has happened. Here's my spiritual Saint Anne, who's our spiritual leader. She was able to do it.
Yes. How
can I not follow? And that is how I followed until today, where I am today. And I am glad and I enjoy it now. I realize the benefits of it. And now I get to learn new challenges. New challenges now, which are no longer as easy. Now that I'm here now working in the diocese as a finance committee, there are new challenges, and Jesus is opening up new doors for me to know Him among other people, which this is the other side of Him, and I'm learning new things and new experiences.
Wow!
And the two of us, I seem to happen now. I met her.
Father Stanley.
Now I come here. Bosco, I met her at Bosco. Now I'm meeting her again.
Liturgy committee says Father Tabo.
Liturgy committee mabethi funa umuntu ngilanda yena.
We've proclaimed everywhere.
Ngilanda yena.
Another time called Pope just proclaim.
So now even it's amazing even now that today, now here we are. You are putting us together again.
A coincidence.
It's such a coincidence.
Bomme, you have different stories. You have different journeys, and I admire that. Me, Shibambo, you spoke about resemblance to Saint Anne.
Yes.
Umama ungene ngoba she felt home. She felt like she relates.
Yes.
And umama by the other side, she's like, umsebenzi omngaka.
Afuthi mamona ngithu ekhaya ebona ungathi ubabone igwegwe ethi ucela umama zami ukuthi what next.
Yes.
Umama wathi hamba kwa-Ana.
Yes.
Uzothola i-comfort. Siyathandaza thina.
Sibabeka izindaba zabo, iy'nsizi zabo bazibeke etafuleni bathandazela.
Siyathandazela.
Bazothandazela.
And I like it because in my understanding, Saint Anne is a mother.
Yebo.
So umama, when she told you that go to Saint Anne, hamba.
Yeah.
And then,
And angithi umhlangano wabomama abashadile.
yes.
And today,
Uyabona lama-pocket ethu la. Asikhuluma nge-uniform. Kulapho esifihla khona ama-secret ethu. Wonke. Iy'khwama zimele ama-secret. Isipika, i-shield. Yokuprotecta everything that we are bearing or our suffering sifihla la.
Yes.
Angithi uyobabone nabomama bezilile.
Yes.
Akekho umama uzile angafaki isiphila, you know, ngoba kulapho ubuhlungu bakho awuzukuthi kunzima uyasigoqa.
Yes.
And ube comfortable. Ngithi ngesinye isikhathi nasekhaya uzungazathi akuhambi kahle uvele uyigqokela i-uniform yakho abantu bafike bathi ngila ekhaya ngiyasebenza ngoba uthola i-comfort la and ikwenza ukuthi ufunde ukuthula.
Yes.
Ufunde ukuthula ubekezele noma ngaba abantu bathini kusho ukuthi awuzwa nix ngalesembatho ipain ihamba phezulu.
Yeah. Because I mean, as a Saint Anne, as a mother also, because umama uyathatha, uyambatha. Ukufaka ngaphansi kwamaphikokazi akhe to protect you from the harm of the world.
yes, ngoba singomama.
Yes.
We're married women.
Yes.
Singogogo futhi at the same time. Kana manje nginabazukulu mina manje.
Siyaduduza.
Yes.
Ngina 14 abazukulu. 14. Bonke labazukulu laba I feel the responsibility of being a mother, of being a grandmother nakuthi labantwana i-guidance bafanele bayitholile. If I am really a St. Anne's gogo, I must kirubele bana isihlokolo saka. Bathi noma belahleka bazilahlekele bona kodwa I must play my role as a grandmother.
Yes.
Ngiba ngibabonisa indlela ukuthi ihamba kanje.
Ubheke zona lezizukulu ukuthi ihlekisa kanjani. Abezile ngama-Easter. Angithi bayazi ngama-weekend bayazi ukuthi isontweni Sunday. Ngama-Easter bazothi gogo lesingaki namhlanje. Uthi hayi olesine mara ngithi olesine olimye amadakho kusesesontweni futhi. Uthi hayi sizoqeda ngespeed. Siye esontweni Thursday. Friday bathi gogo hamba uyi-1 usishiye. Sizoya Saturday. So bayabala ukuthi Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday angithi i-Holy Week. But at the same time basivakashela during that period. So uyabona ukuthi bayathanda uyesontweni.
Namhlanje nje ngize with number 14.
Yeah.
Number 14 ngoba they are 14. Uthi ke manje ke training bangiphelezele uze no drive.
No baba. Yeah.
Can I go in now? Yes, now uhambe now.
Yeah.
No boy, I don't think you will enjoy sitting there the whole day. Ufuna ukuhamba nawo.
Ukuza la.
Khona omunye futhi umzukulu ufuthi kimi mangikuloka ngikulu uthi hey granny, you know what? No, that's why you are so sick, man.
Yeah.
You pray too much. You pray all the time. Pray. That's why you are so sick.
Yes.
So I enjoy, I have fun with my grandchildren. But then I find an opportunity of becoming their friends so that
Through
I can
prayers,
teach them.
yeah.
Through prayers.
Yes, mina ngimenza kanjani mamuthi.
Yeah.
Abeziyo ngayona lawo ma-weekend. I-prayer book ngikhona esiZulu nesuthu and all. So i-diary bayithanda. So bayashare ama-readings la asithandaza every day. Ubani wenza first, second, i-gospel nesihlabelelo. So abefika nje ekhaya for ama-holidays bagijimela that diary. Umuntu nomuntu ubhukhe isection yakhe gogo mina ngizofunda la. So kunesikhathi lapho bathi bengakwazi ukufunda isilungu. Ubabona ukuthi miserable nesizulu abasi-understandi kahle. But umuntu wayezenzela ivesi like gogo mina ngizofunda la and then ngizoshumayela afterwards. Ngoba ngithi kunokuthi senzo our father no Hail Mary udumo ngoba zazi ngekhanda lezo. So ngithi asifundeni and then sishare. Sithi singena nje hayi kugijinyela incwadi. Hayi yithi this week esifundayo first lesson bazigroup nasemini abesadlala sebeyigroupile ukuthi bafunda nani asiyothandaza kumnandi kumnandi kala ngithi ngibabribe ngisizothenga ukuthi hayi manje kuyaflow bazenzela ungajabula
I like that you mentioned this because you ngabo tisha. You're spiritual leaders to the young ones.
Yes.
When I look at St. Anne members as well, I see an example, right? I see how I should carry myself, especially because kibo me,
yes.
you know, and I'm a female myself, so hearing men sharing about their journeys and how you lead the young ones, then that was my next question. That how did you do it, you know? But you did highlight about how you walked the journey as a young person, married, and having a calling to be in the St. Anne Sodality.
Yeah, kubanzima mntanami ukuthi when you get there ngithi yonke indawo asikane nje empilweni awukhulu umama uyakushaya every day ungenzanga mistake mina bengi unfortunate ekhaya yimi first born we were 4, 2 boys and 2 girls. But any mistake eyenzeke endlini whether ngiyayazi or anyazi uzozwa ngemfaka ukuthi ubheke phansi usabe nokuphendula ngoba uphendula khona ukuzolandela either yiphini or ikomishini so uthule and then lo ke sekukudala uzothi mama ungishayelana athi angithi komdala ufana ukuthi uthwala izono zabo bonke labo labantu ngake sikade awenzanga nix nishare umsebenzi abanye benza idubu abanye benza iwashing abanye bageza izitsha abanye bayapheka abanye bapolish icathulo uma nobaba you know nenza kamnandi ayikho ifighting but nje one mistake uzoyithola into oyifunayo.
Yes.
So senzeni ke senze i-to-do list yilo nalo ngizokwenza ukuthi ngizolo so nalapha emhlanganeni uyafika angithi thina sibasha phela uSt Anne this year una 89 years today as we speak kale ngo-1934 singasabali le minyaka eyi-2 yabo 18 bani but officially 1934 eCanada. So angithi nje mini example yami emnandi ukuthi angene emhlanganweni ngathola angithi abomama qala bebebhala yonke into bakoleka i-20 cent ne bayishare maybe kayi-4 kayi-5 i-2 cent yalokhu lokhu ngathula ngabheka ngathi mina ngibuza yena umama lo engangimthanda umama Nyama ngithi mama Nyama kanti nani ngene meeting ningena isonto liphuma ngo-10 sizohlala la siphume ngo-3 senzani si-divide leyo sheleni umama ubani wakhiphe yena umama ubani mina ngamafulufulu ngathi cela ukungithuthela le incwadi ngiyoyibheka ekhaya ngibona ukuthi sihlanganisa nayo Mama Morley kwaphuma incwadi eziyi-4 out of 20 sengihlanganisile
manje wenza senjob uyayibona lo
sengihlanganisile so manje bogogo nginyanyezayo bathi libukathi kaya rona re patetse mo bukeng eitse ngida emanako nanti igama lakho lasi zonke izinto zakho sihlanganisile ngenyanga imali engaka ngenyanga imali engaka aphela ama-20 cent nama-5 cent nama-2 cent iphethe cash eboxini kube bi-2 cent hayi kwaphela lokho sithi hayi kwasihlanganiseni senzeni imali engaka so abanye bomama open minded bafana nathi siza nezinto ezini abanye uyifuna back to isheleni yakhe kule yancwadi le yawena othe ithini ngenhlanganiso akungena umhlangano athi ngicela zonke leza incwadi ngicela ubheke encwadini ethize igama lami likhona mama nanti kodwa nginhla hayi
Yeah.
so kuthatha isikhathi nawe ongenile ngithi uyazi nasemsebenzini awu introduce a new concept umanager wakhe angak-accept uzungathi awu recognize bese uchechela morawo so nala uthi ayi ithi ngeke labo mama mhlambe ngiyamosa ngithi mina ngiyalungisa hayi isikhathi asiyubona ukuthi asiyindawo lento esicela ukuyenza akulahleki umuntu at least sigaina something so sasinomama wethu owayekwidiocese ngaleso sikhathi umambupapa hayi wazizwa le ndaba ezimnandi wathi ngiyayithanda le ndaba ngindlulisela phambili ukuthi asenzeni kanje hayi ngempela wakhuluma nabomama abakhulu hayi yathandwa into yazi yasifanela sonke wathola ukuthi ke manje sekune uniformity abasezola benza njenganemfulo edube nasedrobheni wathola ukuthi hayi sesiyafana ngoba qala bozomunye athi mara thina senze ukuthi mara uzibuza ukuthi awu umhlangano oyi-1 why kungafani izinto esizenzayo kanti i-methodology esiyisebenzisayo so namanje sinenhlanhla ukuthi sesithola abalingana nani ne aba-computer literate abafika nje bathi bomama yini le uthi hayi asihlanganiseni lapho mama asenzeni so kuzokwenzeka so uyabheka ube newari ukuthi I wonder bese ucabanga nawe ukuthi konje nawe the time uza ne-concept bayithatha kanjani ukuthi hayi mntanami kulungile yenza sisi yenza kumnandi uyabona kwa-ana kufuna nje i-commitment mntanami
Too much.
yabona once ucommitted automatically perseverance ilakuwe
Humility.
ne-humility phela i-perseverance hamba ne-humility
Yes.
and lezo zinto eziyi-2 zihamba ne-commitment ungabi umama ka-ana ozisontweni nge-second Sunday ube umama ka-ana osontayo right through whether kusonto from ngeyi-1st to ngeyi-31st just be committed
Yes.
ngoba into yenzayo as an individual urepresenta umhlangano wakho universally universally umuntu ayibona umana oyi-1 enza mistake kuthiwa ama-ana
Yes.
umana oyi-1 ayenza into enhle ama-ana so kufanele ukuthi awuphila la kulo mhlangano whether i-uniform uyifakile or ayifakanga hlala wenza kahle uNkulunkulu yakubona nabomhlangano nebandla ne-community ngoba awumana more visible kwi-community
Yes.
esontweni bayazi sikhona siyasebenza imisebenzi yethu yaziyo but i-community uphila kuyo kanjani
Yes.
yeah umama onjani la emphakathini abekubona bathini ngawe mina ngisho njalo ukuthi ungenza abantu baxakeke emhlazana ushonile bese bangazi ukuthi bathini ngawe uthi hayi umamola kasekho hayi thanks God wasiza uNkulunkulu wasiphungulela umsebenzi you know hey
And those are the roles, you know.
Yeah,
I like that you've mentioned that, Uti. You come, uzotile, and there are things to do. There's uniformity involved.
yes
You know, St. Anne members, different parishes, thousands,
Yeah,
thousands of St. Anne members. And it is important to be unified.
yes
Strive for unity.
You strive for unity.
Strive for
growth
unity.
Yes.
growth
Yes.
singabi stagnant uBishop wathi the church is not stagnant
Mhm.
so we must grow positively
Yes.
and then nesonto automatically angithi ana umhlangano osebandleni you can't be a St. Anne outside the church
We belong to the
yeah
church.
we
fully.
belong to the church
We are the church.
we are the
church,
and
yes.
we grow the church
Yes.
that's why bathi abomama baka ana ki mapotris abapreste ki ntwe barking umgogodla wesonto yes that's why basho kanjalo ukuthi si backbone yesonto because asihamba kahle akukhulu umhlangano kukhulu ana nesacramento lomshado ukuthi liyakhula isacramento ngokwalo umhlangano wethu uyisacramento ufana nokupriest you know ngoba umama ayiseku ana sesekuthi hawu semukele umama wethu oseshadile oseqede wonke amasacramento akhe yabo ngoba phela awungekho esacramenteni lomshado ungapha priesthood whether say convent or priest
the
sacrament
yes the ordained the unordained all those religious
so you choose your way.
Exactly.
You choose your way.
Yeah.
I'd really like us to highlight these roles.
Yes. Ibizelo to be here.
Yes.
Ibizelo. You don't just go.
It's a
Ibize. That's why it's la. Funeki commitment.
Yes.
Ube nenhliziyo ende. Enhliziyo ende uyithola perseverance. Perseverance.
Yes.
Emsebenzini akunzima you persevere. Ekhaya kunzima you persevere. Nala emhlanganweni you persevere. Kodwa la akunamali oyiholayo.
Yes.
uNkulunkulu kuphela ozobuyisela konke okucela kuye. Because wenza kanje ngokudumisa igama lakhe.
Exactly. To
the Jesu Kristu.
This is evangelizing.
Exactly.
Finding your way. You know, knowing your role as a Saint Anne member is important.
Yes.
Because abantu babhekile.
Yes. You are always visible.
Yes.
The black and purple makes you very visible.
A great representation. Show people.
Anna.
Yes.
Who is Saint Anne?
Who is Saint Anne?
Uthi nomthandazo wethu awuqala lapha. Anna oqikileyo. Nina weviriko elinesisa. Yes, intombi engcwele.
Yes. Oh man. I'd like to continue with this conversation. Let's go to drink a bit of water. Let's go to an ad break and we will join you after this.
Multinational hustler. Hustler is what echoes in my mind. You see, you'll be surprised to find out how far you can go from the moment you thought it was the end of you. So be a hustler. The sleepless nights, the anxiety, the fear of being called a failure to grab an opportunity to fly, to explore, and to conquer. So be a hustler. Still contemplating? Well, the streets are not empty. So is your head, let alone your bookshelf. So get up, rise up, and stay up. Hustler, be a multinational hustler.
Welcome back from the break. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and click on that notification button. You're still tuned into My Sodality, My Pride, only on Radio Veritas TV. And I am your host, Kensani Gija. We're having a wonderful conversation with Me Shibambo and Me Morley. You know, they've been talking about their journey, talking about the roles involved in the Saint Anne Sodality. You know, you're not walking alone. No man is an island. You appear and people see you, right? You are a representation of Saint Anne herself on earth. That is what we've been talking about, and I'm enjoying it. I'm learning. I hope you are learning as well. Going back to the conversation, I like to understand, you know, Saint Anne members, holding meetings, coming to church. Yes. Coming to church, and we the young ones, we think that's it. Yeah. They go home afterwards and then come back next week Sunday, same uniform, same story.
Kanti awusibona singena siphuma sibamba ama meeting amanje siya plana lapho ukuthi okay mama namhlanje angithi nje ngesonto elidlule thina besenza ukusicelela bomama bethu emiseni ngoba Kuimportant ukuthi izinto zethu sizenze emiseni sishare ne-congregation yasekhaya. Sikhumbula bonke abomama bethu asebashona, sabiza imindeni yabo yazohlala nathi, yazosonta nathi ngoba angithi uyayazi iproblem umama engasekho ekhaya sekuyintsika ekhaya. Akekho selandela ukuthi kuyasonta kwenziwani. If you imndeni lapha esithola ukuthi umama ushonile abantwana bayalandela. So baza-ke ngempela abantwana sashara nabo emiseni saqeda sayodla sahlala nabo emva kwalokho sabavalelisa. So njalo asihlangane singabomama. Abomama Morley baphuma kuma seminarians ePitori. Babe bathengele zonke izinto abayidingayo zempilo yabo. Sisaplan
Sibiza ama-works of mercy.
Works of mercy, siye endlini zabomama bethu lapho uthola ukuthi sebeshiya intandane. Silandelele sibone ukuthi mhlambe through ama-St. Vincent singabasiza ngento ethize. Sibalandelele abofada la kuma seminary siyasiza. Mamola ngithi nani niyayenza igathering yeintandane. Ngibone nama-pads
Sistema ama-pads, deliver ama-pads to various schools. Yeah, it is what I would say. It is the pressing needs in the community that dictate the tasks a finalist sends, and there is so much. There is so much. It's overwhelming. So we are there to meet the community people at their point of need. And that is how we go. There's a need here. There is so much. We can't do it all. Yeah. And that is how we move from one project to another project. From one project to another project.
Umphakathi wethu uyazi ukuthi where to get help. Bavele bazi nje kubomama baka-Anna, they know. Abanye indawo bazakithi yonke indawo awungalaleli arirapele last year esasimenza through the station i-Radio Veritas. Yazi mina ngamangala ukuzwa abomama baseNatali abatshala amasimu ne bafundisana ukulima, and then yonke into abayithola lapho sebene-deal ney'toro ababa supply ngalokudla. Iy'toro ziyakuthenga lokudla, bayithathe le mali abomama bayise ekhaya ley'ntandane benze their own home. Ikhaya ley'ntandane, kuleli khaya ley'ntandane kusebenza zona iy'ntandane, not mina nawe. Umama uya nje as a leader, but iy'ntandane balapho abesebenza lapho bayafundiswa at the same time. So that's why ngithi thina kwa-Anna fanele ukuthi sibhale incwadi engaka ngoba umlando wethu is not captured anywhere. And siyabona ukuthi isebenza kanjani. And Situsen enuna 89 years this year. Imagine ungabe from omama bethu bokuqala laba babebhala ngesithupha ukuthi babebhala ungabe
KZN disaster,
yes ma, amanzi
lana
esesiwathenga ibleach kwakuhamba amalori
ama-trucks
khona manje nje bade kuyi-disaster yokugcina iy'mpahla eziphuma ngapha ekhaya kuma-Anna ziye sincedisa abosisibethe eNatali omama esebenza nabo asiyekani and asikhethe ukuthi yonke indawo.
It's the pressing needs that dictate the
and
tasks.
immediately siyasebenza asikhethi muntu.
It's the true roles of a mother. Umama uyalenza iqhinga, guys. All the time. Saints and members will put through. As we know, guys, in our individual parishes, always when they say, oh mama bethu.
Sicela ukuthi nabancane abathanda ukuza abancane bethu abashadile baze la bazothola ukufudumala. Kumnandi la. Kumnandi kabi. Kodwa ke la sinemthetho futhi. Angithi udokotela noma unesi unemthetho ye-uniform. La emhlanganweni wethu asithandi ama-makeup. Asithandi inkope ezinde. Sithi la emhlanganweni uhlala isonto 2 to 3 hours akuyilanga lomhlangano. Emva kwalokho uphuma ke nobusha bakho uyozenzela izinto zakho. Kodwa la asihloniphe sibe nje ezandleni amehlo ethu abe mahle ubuso bethu bube buhle nizobona abantu abethu ninenishadile esenithola isakramente lomshado wozani kumnandi la ikhaya.
The last words of memory. What would you say to anybody who is having a challenge as well in marriage?
Yes.
Umuntu osekagqokile Saint Anne, but still, mhlambe it's a challenge emendweni. It's a challenge in the sodality. It's a challenge yena unodweshu ngaphakathi. What would you say?
You know, there's a saying in Zulu, ukuthi injobo enhle.
Ithungelwa ibandla.
Maunala challenges even in the St. Anne's, sikhona. There are sikhona in the movement. There are executive committees. Uyakhuluma. It is not. And futhi, wherever there is a group of lay people working together, the church puts in a priest or a spiritual advisor. Ozobona ukuthi izinto zihamba nendlela. Mawubona ukuthi asikusizi ufather nangu khona. There is always
Watukala ngofadha wakhe perishing.
Yes, and
before uza kulo we reaching or we diocese.
And even then khona lapha perishing lapho mhlamba ukajoin to St. Anne usesengaphandle. There is a priest.
Yeah.
There's a PPC. There is always structures in place. You are not lost.
Yes.
There's always direction. And futhi thina that is why we are there. St. Anne's, you can come to Khuluma no mama. We are spare with Khuluma no mama. Or again you bizuma moli khulume naye. That is why we have a responsibility of the way we hold ourselves. We must be pillars of strength for our children, for our daughters. I'm a mother of 6 daughters and 1 son. So you can imagine how I want to be able to help them in their marriages.
Yes.
And where do they see? By the way I hold myself in my marriage, the way I persevere, the way I move forward with things. You don't shambalaza all your things. There are certain steps you take. And Leon, you say, even you used to sit no gogo. So there is always a structure in place for you. You can't get lost. Mawufuna get lost kungoba wena ungafuni ukusizwa.
Isizulu kodwa sithini mamoli sithi ushaywa edonsai. So don't forget it. The more you do, the more is uyabona ihahlabantu marilizo tracha. Lele listrolayo akunanto enhle eliyilethayo kodwa lele ligijimayo liyabonisa ukuthi lizoniphathela ini but ke lenziwani ukuthi iphume lawo ma results liyashaya. So nawe ungacabanga ukuthi izinto zizoba lula emshadweni, ebandleni, emhlanganweni. Nasemsebenzini wakho.
No, wesemsebenzini.
Ngoba nasemsebenzini ubhekana nezinto ezibuhlungu. Uthathe lento uthi uthathe irosary lakho uthi ungakhohlwa ukufaka irosary noma nini ngoba asekubheda uvela uthi ufaka isandla sakho la ngaphansi uthandaza abantu babona uthe.
And one thing I mustn't forget.
Pray.
Pray.
Yes.
Pray.
Pray. Before uzanagini, now inculcate a habit of praying. Have a relationship with Christ. Even if it's 1-2 words.
Yes.
Jesus, Lord, save me.
Yes.
Or Lord, I'm in difficulty. Or whatever. 3 words is sufficient. Uyazi yena.
Ungakasho mama. Uyazi isimo sakho.
So when you inculcate a habit of praying before you come uzangala. So yes, you are adding onto what you are already. Form a habit of prayer. Nothing will throw you over. Nothing will throw you over if you pray.
Ukubekezela. Ukufundisa. Ukwenama. It's 7 words ezilapha kwilithani elikwenza ukuthi ubone ukuthi hayi ngempela kunje emhlabeni.
Yes, and those words.
Uthi uluthandaza ube ukhala kodwa uzobona uNkulunkulu uzokweza.
Yes.
Futhi ke nokholo iba nalo. Ngoba ngeke ngithandazele wena ungasithandazeli. So yonke itikala ngawe uthi unobunzima. Kanti lobunzima bulula nje kuya ngawe ukuthi uthatha kanjani. Ngoba siyabaza bomama balahlela amagama abuhlungu abomama bayaziwa. Omama bayakha, omama bayaphilisa. So kukuwe ukuzikhethela ukuthi ukhetha bapha abomama ozothi ngicela ningithobe nanti inxeba lami liyableeda.
And you know, thina singomama bama Anna, there are times uthole to your most surprise a priest coming to Mama Khuluma now. Ezokhipha his difficulties in his ministry. Kuwe ekuthemba ukuthi ekubona ukuthi ungumama engakhuluma naye. That is the mother, that is a St. Anne's woman. You must be able even to attract that.
Yes. Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
What I'm getting is pray.
Pray.
Pray until something happens.
And it will happen.
Have faith. Persevere. Have courage.
Yes.
And be kind.
Yes. And be humble.
And be humble.
Humility.
Yes.
Wherever you go, humility, exercise humility.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
A wonderful episode. Wonderful guests. We got into a deep conversation about St. Anne and the roles involved in the church, what they do in the community, and the things that they're still going to do, what they've done. It's amazing. We are learning. I am learning. I hope you have learned something. My name is Kensani Gija. On my Sodality, my pride. But before that, take pride in your faith. Take pride in yourself. Know who you are and know where you are going. See you on the next one.